Okay, so talk about the school's athletics and band and stuff. We're live, by the way.
Do you think I pay attention to that stuff? I only know that because of Allison and Sean and some other people I know who are in band.
Well, see, I have to hear about band every day, and this place is like the only thing. If you look up Spanish Fort High School, the only thing you'll hear about is football. We're like a state champ. We're like the state champions 4 times or something.
Oh wow.
All they focus on here
Well,
is football, and I swear to God, you can tell because everyone looks like underevolved fish people.
we had a pep rally today for track.
Really?
Yeah. And then we had a football game tonight and oh, my friend Wallace, she's on the rifle team or something and she's been getting awards for it. So, that's pretty cool.
Wait, what do you mean? What do they do?
I don't really know. I don't. She doesn't talk about it, but she gets like second place and stuff. I know that because
Wait,
she gets it announced.
is it like shooting rifles or what?
But it's for ROTC.
Oh, armed exhibition.
Yeah.
That's what I used to
I'm
do.
really
Yeah, I could spin rifles and stuff.
well. Apparently, she's pretty good because
I want
she's
to show
on.
up.
You want to show up?
No, no, okay, no. My girlfriend does uh, band guard, which they throw like these really light plywood rifles. Like I know it's plywood, so it's not that light. But I would just want to show up there with a real gun and just say, "Here, try that shit with a real gun. See how that ends."
That would be terrifying.
I used to do that, like do a spin and then throw the gun in the air and catch it.
That still sounds terrifying.
It was fun. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I mean, you do have to understand. I am kind of a goody two shoes, so
Yeah, and I'm looking at. Before you did a video call, I was like looking around my room. Okay, anything incriminating in here? Good thing it's all in. It's all on my desk.
I'm not that much of a goody two shoes.
No, I just don't want a lot of drugs out in the open.
Do you do drugs, Moses?
Did I tell you about that? You think you get a face like this from not doing drugs?
I don't know. You kind of just look like a normal teenager.
I look like a rat.
You don't look like a rat. I've seen people that look like
Okay,
rats.
I admit I know a guy who looks more like a rat than I do. And I accidentally kicked him in the face last night.
Why?
We were fucking around at a football game, and he, like, got in front of me, and I did a fake kick, but it connected, and I busted his lip.
Good job. One of Wallace's friends cut her lip open today.
Who?
I don't know how. They cut Wallace's lip open. They like
Who's
scratched her.
Wallace?
Wallace is the girl I was telling you about earlier who got the awards and the thing.
Oh, okay. I guess Oh, things have changed so much. I almost miss it. Actually, I totally miss it, because, as I said, I live theoretically at the bottom of the sea right now.
Fun. I mean, not much interesting is really going on right now. I had a big test in AP World History today. And I honestly don't know how I did on it. I'm a little scared because he's like, oh yeah, your grade is definitely going to go down. This was a really hard test. You're probably not going to do very good on it. So.
It's amazing. I am so lazy. I barely ever do my homework. No, I never do my homework. I do my classwork most of the time, and I ace every test I get.
Moses, are you a genius?
No, I'm just, well, maybe, but I'm very lazy, so that, like, kind of disqualifies everything. At least in the eyes of so-called society.
Hmm. Well, I mean, I have pretty high hopes and dreams, so I have to work hard.
Well, there you
But
go.
I'm still my lazy self, so not much has changed.
You're willing to work. Like, I guess you're willing to work your mind and stay up late to do stuff. I'm willing to get physically exhausted by something, but spending hours sitting around basically doing nothing just for a good grade is just...
Oh, I can't do that. I have to get up at some point and do something else. I can't just sit there and do stuff. I guess it's because I have ADD, but like I can't just sit there. I have to get up at some point and do something else. But I've gotten pretty good at managing my time so that that's easier to do. So that's good.
You know, I'm actually kind of glad I'm doing a stream right now. It's fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the story I was gonna go with, my reconstructive dentistry. So my tooth has been broken so many. It's this one tooth that I just repeatedly break. But I don't even remember when the first time I broke it was. I remember it had something to do with concrete.
Concrete?
Yeah, I like ground. I fell off my bike and ground it down on the pavement.
Oh wow.
And even then, it only like destroyed half the tooth. So I guess I just have ridiculously strong teeth. It's just, you know, over the years it wears away because it's not a cap or anything. It's just a big filling. And yeah, so over time it just depletes and breaks. And I had to get it replaced. Was that September? No. Well, it broke in September, but I actually went to go get it fixed in October, and that was fun. So we pay a bunch of money for me to go in there, and him to say, "Yeah, we're gonna have to fix it, definitely." And so we say, "Okay, come in there and the next time," and he fixes it. Worst part of the experience was having my gums filled with Novocaine. Have you ever had anything like that?
Not really in my mouth. I haven't been super numbed. I have been like my whole cheek numbed. But when I cut my foot open when I was younger, I had to get shots to numb my foot. They hurt really bad.
Well, see, I told this guy, listen, when I was like 9, I had this thing fixed without any kind of numbing agent, and he said, I don't feel comfortable doing this without numbing it, and I was just thinking, what, are you going to drill into the nerve? And sure enough, as soon as it wasn't numb, I could feel where he, like, must have, like, used that stupid pin drill to slice into it. So I go home with a numb face, because he injects it, like, in above your tooth and your gums. Dentist... Not scared of dentists, I just despise them.
Yeah, I understand that. I really hate going to the dentist. And it's not because I have, like, bad teeth or anything. It's just they always get on to me for not flossing, because I have such a hard time flossing, because my back teeth right here are so close together that I just get frustrated. And plus, I'm really bad at making new habits. Especially good habits. Like, that's really hard. So, I really did try to get into the habit of flossing my teeth, but I can't.
I floss and brush my teeth. My teeth are... I get congratulated on how great... I get complimented on how amazing my dental hygiene is. But they always say, how did you screw up your tooth this badly? And I have to tell them, ground it down on concrete. And they say, okay, I guess we're going to have to fix it. That's not the end of the story, by the way. It starts hurting about a week later... And I go in for a cleaning check, and they're doing that thing with that hook they have, where they're just, like, hooking at your tooth at random places.
Yeah. And it broke off?
No. Oh. Hooks it right into the area that was wearing away the most from the cap, or not the cap, but the filling. So they realize, oh, we have to put some more stuff on the back. So I go into a different chair, and they don't, wow, it's a piano. She's doing a fill in the connect the dots sequence, and it turned into a piano. Anyway, this has nothing to do with the story. Go into a different chair. They have to grind grooves into the back of my tooth so it'll hold on. And they don't use a numbing agent this time, and it was just fine until she starts hooking around to make sure it's I guess it's a term. I almost said seasoned, just to make sure it's just to make sure it's roughed up right. I can't even think of the term.
Yeah.
Scored. That's what they said. They had to score it. You know, like whatever. They scored it, checked it, and the last hooking, you know, she did on it. The fucking hook goes up into my tooth and into the nerve.
Ooh.
And yeah, that was not pleasant, and I couldn't drink cold liquids for the rest of the day.
That sounds really painful. Whenever I go to the dentist, they're always like, "Oh, you clean your teeth so good. Like, this is so much better than most teenagers." And I was like, "Thanks." And then they get on to me for flossing. They're like, "But when was the last time you flossed?" And I was like, they're like, "Do you floss regularly?" And I'm like,
no one actually flosses as much as they want you to.
I always lie. I'm always like, "I try."
Yeah, I don't floss. I have a toothpick.
Yeah, we have those. We get those little flossy pick things where it's like, hold on, I'll draw it for you.
I know what you're talking about. It has like a.
It kind of looks like a slingshot, like that. Because
that
you know.
Literally looks like a half circle with a stick under it. That is what you do.
That's kind of what I do.
But I understand.
Because drawing skills, 10 out of 10. Am I right? But yeah. So, anyways. We get those, and they're like, they always tell me about those, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I've heard of those." But then we have like 3 bags of them around the house, and I just don't use them because I get frustrated. So yeah, dentists are scary.
They don't scare me. I would like dentists to know that if you fuck up, I'm going to rip your throat out, because I'm like, I'm at neck level, and you have little picks that can slowly drill in the bone, but, you know, I got hands.
Oh, but there's also the part of the dentist where they're digging around in your mouth, and they start talking to you, and you're just like, uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Yeah. It's so easy to talk to you.
One time they had me, when I was little, I had a bunch of numbing stuff in my mouth because they were filling a cavity or something. And they start talking about a movie, about The Tale of Despereaux, because it had just come out at the time. And they asked me something about it. I was like, yeah, because I had a bunch of gauze in my mouth too. So I was like, uh-huh. And it was just like, I always remembered that.
Oh, what a great story.
I
didn't even actually finish. Just realized. Whoops.
Keep going.
So they put more material in the back of my tooth.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fixed and it feels fine, you know, after a day of pain because they hooked inside my tooth. And I figured out just after that, I have a very, very tiny cavity in a tooth that isn't even, like, that, like, I don't think I can reach with my tongue.
Oh, wow.
Nah, I can. It's like a tiny cavity, and they said, yeah, we're gonna have to do, so this happens over, okay, so there was the initial time I went there to get it checked, and the time I got it fixed, and the cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there was another thing. I swear to God, I've been to the dentist 4 fucking times. I've had to leave class and go there. And I'm just wondering, when will it end?
I'm doing pretty good this school year with not, like, staying home and stuff. Because, I don't know if you remember, but I don't know if you were there enough in the 8th grade to see that I stayed home from school a lot. And last year, I stayed home from school a lot. I've always been really bad about this, but this year, so far, I only have 2 absences. And one of them was not my choice. I'm very proud of myself.
The main I only remember in last year being absent twice, which I know it probably was more than that, but I have a bad memory.
No, I think it was only twice because everyone was kind of like, "Oh, where's Moses?"
Well, see what happened was I got sick on election night. And the main reason I remember I wasn't at school, I woke up and I thought to myself, okay, if Trump won, I'm not going to school. That's going to be the last straw of feeling horrible. And he won, so I had to Google who the president was, weirdly enough.
Well, the day of the election was when I came home from Washington, D.C.
Wow, that's...
So that kind of sucked. And then my birthday was 2 days after the inauguration.
That's
Greatest birthday present ever.
Double whammy, bad feelings right there.
I was so mad, but you know, for my birthday, we did go to a protest, so that was pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah, I can't do that kind of stuff here because I live in the middle of nowhere, Alabama. And everyone here likes Trump, which, I mean, I'm kind of indifferent towards him at this point. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think he's terrible, but, I mean, Hillary, screw it, I don't have an opinion. There. I'm not offending anyone today. Not catching that disco fever.
Yeah, I mean, I hate his guts. So.
Well, I hate his guts now because I have to listen to absolute morons tell me every day about how awesome he is.
No, I just hate his guts because of the things he says, how he acts. He's just like an idiot. He needs to just go dig a hole and sit in it and just stay there and not come out of that hole for like ever. That is my honest opinion.
Such a nuanced opinion.
And so and this kid, I think it was Tuesday, this week. I was in my French class. There's this super annoying freshman that sits in front of me. I hate his guts. And so he sits in front of me, and I sit beside my friend Mishu, and we sit in the back of the classroom in the first row. I get back to my seat from turning something in for me and Mishu. And he starts to go saying, like, oh, all gay people are stupid. And, you know, I'm dating a girl. And you want to know something else? I'm an honor student. I'm in Beta Club and National Honor Society. So, yeah, all gay people are stupid, right? So, you know, I said that. He didn't hear me, of course. But, little backstory. I was really tired Tuesday. Because because Monday night I stayed up till almost 1 in the morning. And no, it was 1 in the morning because it was 12:59 when I put my phone down. So I was already really tired, and when I'm tired, I get irritable, like very irritable, or at least emotional. I get very emotional, whether it be irritable or just like depressed.
I'm pretty sure I'm a narcoleptic because I sleep at least 10 minutes every class. I do all my work. Or I do most of my work, I do some of my work, I put it down, and then I just go to sleep.
Well, anyways, so he says this, and he starts saying even more stuff about stuff like that, and I just got so mad, I took off I kept my glasses on, but I put my head down on my desk, and I just started crying. And, like, my friend, I felt bad for her, she's just like, Maisie, are you okay? And I was like, I'm fine. And, yeah. I mean, but that day got a lot better after that because I got a 100 on a quiz in psychology, and I spoke up in my literature class, which is super unusual. I did it twice, by the way.
Wow.
But I was like, after that whole thing with that kid, I was shaking so bad because I was just so mad, and like I was just shaking, and yeah.
One of just the absolute. I mean, I say one of the many morons who I have to attend school with said something along the lines of, "I'm tougher than the strongest gay dude." There's this dude who follows me around who is a big gay dude. I don't know why he follows me around. I don't know why at all he would, but no. It turns around because he sits right in front of him, pulls out a really sharp pencil, grabs the guy by the neck, and says, "Want to keep talking? This gay dude's about to show you." Well, I mean, he didn't say this gay dude's about to show you, but he was heavily implied that he was coming out, and, you know, it was funny to me.
Well, I am proud of him for coming out, whether it be implied or not.
How's Logan, by the way?
I don't care.
That's a good answer to that.
I ride the bus with him.
I'm sitting in this clip.
One day.
Wait, you ride the bus
with him?
He said,
"Hey, Maisie." Oh no, this was at lunch. I was.
Wait. You ride the bus with Logan?
Yeah, now.
We would have ridden the bus together this year.
What?
Me and Logan used to.
What bus did you used to ride?
I don't even remember which one it was. It was like
362?
Yep, 362.
Yeah, that's the bus I ride now.
Yeah, that's the bus I used to ride. I don't ride the bus anymore because the high school's like right there.
Oh, fun. That's how it was when I went to Airway for 4 or 5 years. I lived in this house. It was literally like right across the street, so I walked to school every day.
That's interesting. I remember in elementary school, I lived in the apartment complex right next door to the school. But yeah, my house is next to the high school, which I still live in a mansion, by the way. That's a good upside.
Oh, but anyways, so Logan, I was going to throw something away, or I was standing by my table or something. I don't remember what I was doing, but he comes over and he's like, "Hey, Maisie," and I just like glared at him, and he kept walking. He was like, "Whatever."
That's Logan. God, if only I kicked him in the face at some point.
I wish you had. You should have done it like that last day of school.
Well, okay, during the summer, me and Logan actually went and hung out at the mall for a while.
Damn.
He was the only person I could actually convince, so. You were busy, and yeah, she didn't want to, so yeah.
Yeah. Adriana is your girlfriend's name, right?
Yep.
That's such a pretty name.
I think it's... I don't know. I was gonna say I think it's Greek or something, but I don't actually know.
I mean, it could be. We could look it up, but I'm too lazy.
I could look it up, but I don't feel like alt-tabbing right now.
Like what? Tapping?
Alt-tabbing.
Oh.
The keys Alt and Tab switch your windows.
Why are you wearing sunglasses?
To hide my face.
Okay. I mean, I can't really get on to you about that because that's kind of the reason I put my glasses on, but whatever.
I also look like Mike D from the Beastie Boys right now with this hat.
Fun. I have a scrunchie. I like scrunchies. They're so nice. This one used to smell like coconuts, I think, but it doesn't anymore. And then I just have a collection of watches over on my lamp that I don't wear anymore, and then I have 2 other watches that I wear.
It's Italian.
Oh, what?
Adriana's Italian.
Ah.
Didn't even know that.
Well, now you can tell her that. You can be like, oh, I looked up your name. It's Italian.
Don't worry, I can have a lot more fun with her. Shit, I can't say her full name on stream, can I?
That's probably not a good idea.
But damn it, it's so funny.
Well,
You know what? I'll text you her last name, and you'll know why. You won't know why it's funny, probably, but.
But my name is basically, after Maisie, it's a basic white girl name, to be honest.
Don't worry, it's not as basic as some of the basics around here. There you go.
Oh, wow.
There it is. And do you know why that's funny?
It sounds familiar, but I don't exactly know.
It's a name for a certain thing. And whenever anyone makes fun of my name, making Red Sea jokes, which never ever get old. Look at me when I do that. Never ever get old.
Your eyes.
Yeah, I need to record my face for once, because that would be such a laugh.
The other day, Miss Keeney said she hates Hannah from 13 Reasons Why because she's so selfish for sending everyone those tapes and like being so selfish and like telling them it's your fault. She said she hates her for that. I just want to punch her in the face. I mean, yeah, I understand Miss Keeney's point. And now there's people that they're just holding her up.
I'm not familiar with this 13 Reasons Why.
It's about this girl who commits suicide and she made 13 tapes and sends it to people. The people were the reasons why she killed herself. I think you might have been being sarcastic. Oh. Were you being sarcastic?
No, I've heard of it. I just don't really get why it's a big thing.
My sister was obsessed with it. She binge-watched the whole thing.
I don't like it that much.
Oh, really?
It's really stupid.
Yeah, that's why you binge-watched.
Now that I think about it, at least I don't love it. I remember it a little.
Did you just say at least like
1-to-1?
Stop! Why did you scratch me?
Moses, just how to draw. Life is great.
You want to see my birds?
Sure.
Okay.
By the way, when I'm looking over here, my camera's here, so you know what? I'll just put it here. There. So now it actually kind of looks like I'm looking at it.
Okay. Stop. Hold on. Go away. Die. No, get off of me. There's a bug. I don't like bugs. Okay. To the birds. Which one are you? Okay, so this is Blake. He's a dove. Yes, I do have a card with their names on it. This is Angelo. He's very pretty, if you can see.
Yeah.
This is Goldie, for obvious reasons. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Okay. This is, hold on, I forgot this one's name.
If only they could see you, that would be...
You used to be able to do that. But this is Clement. My mom came up with the name, don't ask. I don't, okay, whatever. This is Iris. Isn't she fabulous?
Iris?
Iris, yeah.
I can't imagine what that's a literary reference to.
Wait, what? It's a literary reference.
You don't remember?
No.
What's the name again?
Iris?
What color is it?
Pink?
Scarlet.
Oh my gosh! Why do you remember that?
It's a literary masterpiece.
It was really
I mean,
good. I think
you know,
I
as
think,
far as short stories go, anyway.
I'm
it's-
pretty sure I cried at the end, but you know we were in the middle of class, so like I hid it. But yeah, this is Harvey. He's a hummingbird. The majority of these have been hummingbirds, but yes, he has snowflakes on his wings. Do you see this? Can you see this?
Why do you have a bunch of fake decorative birds?
Because they were $148 at Walmart, and me and my mom fell in love with them because they're just so cute, and you can stick them on like headbands and stuff and wear them around, and it was so much fun.
You know,
And we got a
this,
garland
this
that
prob-
lights up.
this might be just a me thing. For some reason, when I see people collecting just stuff that, I don't know, stuff that I think don't really need that. Everyone in this, not everyone, but there's a certain person in this household that is a hoarder, and I'm just concerned for everyone around me. I don't want anyone else becoming a hoarder.
It's okay. We got something. We're gonna put them up for Christmas. We got this light up garland, and we're gonna clip them onto there, and they're gonna be fabulous. So it's all good.
Okay. You'll probably like accidentally break one and have to throw it away, but you named it Iris.
One of the.
I'm sorry, you named it Iris, and it was a reddish color, and you didn't make that connection.
No, I didn't. I'm actually kind of disappointed in myself now. I completely forgot about that.
Don't worry, I'm a nerd.
Oh, I made some new friends. One of them is actually my best friend's best friend, her other best friend. So, that was cool. But anyways, this is Poi, because she has the poinsettia, so I named her Poi. I know, it's weird, okay? I know.
It's okay. You just like personifying things.
This is Finn, because he's a finch. That's what my mom said. She was guessing at birds. I don't think it's actually a finch,
Oh,
but
come
you know
on. That's an obvious one.
Is it like the
Darwin.
chickpea or
Name it Darwin.
Are you serious? Why do you know what kind of bird this is? It's like fake and blue and sparkly.
Well, no, Do I have to send you? Do I have to tell you what Darwin's finches are?
Oh no, those are the birds that he studied on the Galapagos Islands.
There you go. It's a finch.
But,
Darwin's finch.
oh, well his name is still Finn.
That's fine.
I can name him Darwin Finn. Oh, I like that. I'm doing that. Where's my pencil?
Why are you naming fake birds?
It's fun, okay? Okay, so we have Darwin Finn. I still have a hard time saying ours.
Really?
This is Celeste. She's majestical.
Yeah. Wow, that's golden stuff.
We have Glenda. Jasper keeps trying to eat Glenda.
I'm gonna call that one Doflamingo.
What?
Okay, you don't watch One Piece, so you wouldn't get that.
True.
Doflamingo's like the main bad guy in that show, or he was for a while.
This is Chloe, the white dove, which I guess is kind of depressing in a way because my cat that died in the 8th grade, her name was Chloe. Yeah.
Oh, you want to hear something even more depressing? Yeah, even more depressing than that?
What?
I swear to God, like 5th week of school, I show up. I'm all happy. I'm geared up for a good day. I'm wearing my shades and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And Adriana's all sad, and I ask her what happened. And her puppy, she had a puppy, apparently died just out of nowhere for no reason.
No.
And I felt so sad.
Puppy.
I think that's exactly what she said too. Not the puppy. Whatever.
Oh. This movie I watched with my dad earlier. The end was so sad because like the dad is called the Royal Tenenbaums or whatever. It's by Wes something. It's really good, but like first the dog dies and then the dad dies. It was just like it was really sad. And this is Kylie the red finch.
Never mind, I thought it was gas.
Okay.
She's got a nice floppy tail. And then we have the peacocks. Are you ready for this?
Why do you have so many?
Okay, these are the last three, okay? This, my friend, is Gertrude. Isn't she fabulous? Look at her tail. It has a jewel on it. You don't care, do you?
I care. I mean, I'm trying to understand you naming all these fake birds.
Oh, one of them actually shares a name with you, technically. This is Turner.
I haven't been referred to as Turner in so long. I'm serious. Like, I think one of the last people to refer to me as Turner was Chief.
Well, the only reason I named him Turner is because his head is all turned crazy, so, yeah. And then the last one, last but not least, is Simon. He's blue.
That shares the name of my cousin who's in the Navy.
Fun! It also shares the last name of a guy who betrayed me in the 8th grade.
Who would that be?
Matthew Simon.
Don't know him.
Oh yeah. I figured you wouldn't know him.
This is just us publicly smack talking people.
Oh gosh, I forgot we were streaming. Oh well, I'm sure there's a bunch of people out there named Matthew Simon.
Who cares? I hope he sees this.
You know, I actually kind of hope he doesn't, because he was going through some stuff back then, so. But still, I feel like that's no excuse to betray someone. Because, like, and he was, like, at the time, my closest guy friend. Besides you, because you were my friend.
Okay.
And he just, like, betrayed me, and I was so mad. I cried a lot. So, yeah.
Well, everyone betrays everyone eventually.
Well, yeah, but then last year, he acted like nothing happened. Like, he actually forgot about it. And I was so mad. Because, like, I cried so much about what he did, and then he just, like, forgot about it.
Still public, you know.
Well, I mean, he remembers now. And he still occasionally tries to talk to me, and I actually talk back now, but yeah.
Maybe I can get someone from around here then. I'm actually thinking about future people to have on the stream. Maybe I get one of the water heads around here to help. I actually have a theory about people who live near the coast in southern states.
Mm-hmm.
They're water people, actually. The water around here is like polluted and full of it has too many pairs of Apico shorts in it. Do you know what that is?
No.
You northerners, okay, you're not really northerners. But
Technically, I'm a southerner, but I don't act like it.
Well, if you're in Atlanta, you're basically in the north. I found that because
I'm not in Atlanta though.
Well, you're basically. I mean, Google Maps says you basically are.
True.
Which, oh my God, I miss that place so much. last place I was in Georgia before I left was the Ponce de Leon Plaza. It's a big mall in Atlanta, named after.
I
Ponce de
think
Leon.
I've heard of Ponce de Leon, but I haven't heard of the mall or whatever.
You know, you'd be the only person I know who's heard of Ponce de Leon.
Well, I mean, I learned about him in history, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we learned about him for like 5 seconds. His main thing was that he went to Florida, which I've done that.
Was he the guy that was looking for the Fountain of Youth?
Allegedly, I think so. His main thing was that he was looking for gold in Florida.
Oh, I thought he. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
maybe.
Yes, I did actually hear. I think we watched a video on it in like Georgia Studies or whatever, like in 8th grade, and yeah, there was a part of the video on him, so I know that much.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say the best teachers I had, like the main teachers I remember having are from for my time in Georgia, because like thinking right now, Miss DeAngelis, you remember her?
Yeah, cause I really only remember her because Izzy is friends with her.
She was cool. Coach Leatherwood. He was
I
really
didn't have
cool.
him.
I had him. He was really cool. And the funny thing
I
is,
always wished I had him because I had Miss Prescott and I fell asleep in her class multiple times. Yeah, do you remember Maisie from 8th grade? That girl fell asleep in Miss Prescott's class multiple times.
I actually didn't have Miss Prescott.
I know. Did you even know who she was?
You know what? I never set foot in the first pod.
I had all of my classes in there. I was so disappointed when I found out I was in the 8-1 pod because I was for 7th grade. I was in the 2 pod, and I was really sad. But it wasn't a big deal. I really liked Coach Arlen. Although that's where I met Olivia, so you know that kind of led to misfortune. But whatever.
You know what?
Hmm?
Damn it, I was gonna say maybe I could bring her on stream sometime.
Ew, no! Don't do that.
I don't have any grievances.
You got blood on my suit.
It's not so much that I just hate her. It's just that I don't really know how to explain it. Like I don't understand. And like if she wanted to be my friend again, I probably would be her friend again. But you know, I actually might not. I don't know because of what happened actually multiple times. I'm kind of sick of doing that, so maybe not.
Well,
It was a medic Johnny every corner. I just
I mean,
killed him.
she'll never ever see this. That's the funny thing. No one will ever see this because this will never be a thing. This will be This will be a show that happens once in a blue moon, and
It's still fun to do, though.
yeah. Maybe one day someone will get it.
Spy coming in now.
Yeah. I mean, there was Stilly Star, but he kind of just ended up annoying me.
Oh yeah, what happened to him?
Why there's so many spies?
He still occasionally talks to me.
Oh no, I was playing games with him the other day. We were playing a game mode in this where a rocket fired and we had to pass it back and forth to each other.
Uh-huh.
And it was fun. And then I had to go because stuff.
Did you talk to him?
We voice chatted for 5 seconds. I actually did get back with my old gaming comrade Colby, aka the 64th Gaming, and he's an animator and he does modeling for video games. He's really into Undertale, so that's why the only reason.
Oh, I like Undertale. I haven't finished the game by myself.
Yeah, and you also haven't been on your Steam account in a year.
Oh yeah, that's true.
If you
I mean, I probably should, but
Well, let me see. I'll pull it up now and check.
I mean, I did get 2 games on there. I got Spore and Undertale.
Yeah, it's been 273 days.
Almost a year.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll wait exactly a year to get back on it.
Oh shit.
Well,
He's a dancer.
I mean,
Don't kill him. He's a dancer.
I hope you don't forget your password between now and then.
He's got nothing.
You know, I think I already did forget my password.
Have fun getting your account back.
That is always so difficult. I always hate doing that. Because it's always like, oh, you have the wrong password. And I'm like, yeah, I know.
I swear to God, I'm just gonna have one password and I'm gonna carve it. I'll tattoo it into my leg.
But the thing about that is when people steal it, then they steal all your money.
Well, I'll get it consistently replaced when I need to.
I mean, I have like multiple passwords that I use for that, so.
Well, I'll get them all tattooed in my leg. I don't care. I need a way.
Just okay, you could just have like a sentence and one word for each different account that you have, and then you get the sentence tattooed.
That's not actually a bad idea. I'm gonna cut this part out and copyright it real quick. We'll make a company.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
There's a douche spiral on the bridge being a dick to all the friendlies.
I have like 4 health and I'm surprised I didn't survive.
I'm actually really proud of myself for that idea. I don't come up with great ideas like that very often.
No, I thought you'd be the next Boyle.
Who is that again?
Founded chemistry.
Help.
Oh, you know, I should know that seeing as I want to be a chemist.
Yeah. Let me think of another.
Oh, yeah, he was the founder. He discovered the atom, right? No.
Well, I mean, the main thing Boyle's known for was founding the field of chemistry.
There's an engineer building something down here.
Because I recognize the name, but I don't think, no, it was someone else who founded the atom. I always forget his name, though. I know Rutherford did something with the atom, but I forgot.
Do you know what Jansen did?
Jansen? I know of J.J. Johnson. Or J. Johnson, or whatever the frick his name was. He did something with the atom. Because that was like our first unit in chemistry, and it never stuck with me. But next week, we're out for a random Tuesday.
Really? We're not.
We are, because they're doing some election thing, so they're like,
Yeah,
oh yeah, no school. Just in the middle of the week, no school.
We actually, well, we had a football game on Thursday. For no
There's
reason.
an engineer down there. Trust me.
They do that here sometimes. I'm just like, why would you do that? Because then the band kids, they don't get back till really late.
Where's our intel?
Yeah.
He has a fully upgraded
I
sentry down
considered
there.
actually being in a band for a while, but that's before I didn't even know they cut out jazz bands since I left. They used to have jazz band, and I could have done bass, but nope, they cut it out. So
I would do band, but I'm too scared of being horrible and just screwing everything up. So
my school has band directors like they're like Defense Against the Dark Arts teachers. They just like swap them out for new ones every other day.
yep, that does sound like that.
Well, they fired a new one. They fired a new one like actually last night. I'm pretty sure because he.
Seriously?
Yeah, I think it was because like I don't even remember actually.
Do you remember last year when they just like fired that teacher?
No, I don't actually.
He was like a biology teacher or something, and like the whole class was failing. And then like
Oh, who was it?
it was, I forgot his name because I didn't have him. I had Miss
Guess I'm the only one over here.
what's her face under something.
Under No.
I'll go medic just freaking-
I think no, it wasn't Underwood. Or was it?
I'll go medic.
Whatever, I forgot her name. I had her.
No, was she the one who had like a kid or something before?
Oh my
feel
god,
like
there's so many.
No, she had kids, and she brought her kid to school one time. But
Okay, I think we're thinking of someone. I'm thinking of someone else.
Medic.
Yeah, I don't actually know who you're talking about. So, but I didn't know that happened. One of
We got you, we got
one
you,
of
we
the
got you.
sciences
Take your ass.
teachers had like a heart attack in the middle of the year or something.
oh really? I didn't hear about
I think
that.
she was like
Only one round left.
the AP by
Weapons supply.
I'm just trying to skip them off.
Teal. Do you remember Miss Teal?
Oh yeah, I remember Miss Teal because she was best. She was right beside the teacher I had.
Okay, yeah, I'm talking about her. The teacher you had.
No, we don't.
Like their rooms were connected.
Wait, what?
What happened? Was it a panic attack or it was some sort of thing that required an ambulance to show up?
That happened to Miss whatever, or Miss Teal.
No, not Miss Teal. The teacher whose room was connected to Miss Teal's.
No, that didn't happen to my teacher.
You sure? So, that happened to someone who was in that room. That's all I know.
There's a new. Was it this year?
No, was it this year?
Well, I mean, you were here for a little while once the school year started, because there's a new teacher up there.
I was not here this year.
I mean, you weren't there at school, but you were still in Georgia when the school
Nope.
year started.
I got back
Because-
here the day.
No,
Oh, yeah, I was
she
there.
saw you.
Yeah, no, I forgot. You guys started a week late. Yeah. Or a week early. We started a week late. Sorry, I'm still very, very salty with the place I am now. How did I fall from such a great place to this?
I still want to go further up north, although my mom was talking about moving to New Zealand for a while.
You know, it's probably a good idea to go north because, I mean, right now where I am, we're going to be underwater in like 5 years.
Yeah, sounds about right. My phone needs to stop.
How would you feel if I brought Keelan onto the stream?
I would stop talking. I'd just sit here.
Okay,
it's
I'm
like-
not going to do it.
When you brought that one guy on and I just ended up hanging up on you and you didn't even notice for a while.
I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean for that to be me and him just talking forever, you know? He talks and is kind of insane and I didn't want to try to stop him.
Well, I mean, and it's kind of my fault for being so antisocial and stuff.
It's okay.
I kind of
It's an
didn't see
interesting
any-
quality. Him with his delusions.
News update. You ready?
Yeah, sure. Oh, really? I for sure thought we were going to win. Yeah. I don't actually care.
So have you guys been traveling or kayaking or anything else interesting since I left?
Have we? No, I don't think so. I think
Was that rafting before?
rafting. Oh, we did go rafting on the Ocoee River.
Benoni.
Actually, if you want to go to an interesting river down here sometime, we have the Styx River.
Styx River? Is that named after the Greek Styx?
I have no
The
idea.
river to hell. That's what the name of the Greek river to hell was. The Styx River. What are you looking at?
I'm looking it up.
The Styx River?
But if my laptop.
It's okay. It's Stick River. I apologize for my transgression.
Well, STYX is the Greek river to hell.
No. This is the we are so redneck and backwards here. This is the word stick. STICK river.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's like a stone's throw away from here. So
Fun. Well, the furthest I've been in Alabama is when we drove through it on our road trip. So
how far south have you been in Alabama?
I've been in Alabama. Well, I mean, I didn't go very far. We just drove right through it.
Okay, yeah, we're basically the New Orleans of Alabama.
Yeah, you showed me what's it, Mobile, where you lived or live, or I don't know.
Mobile.
Whatever. I don't know.
Mobile. It's spelled the same actually, but I swear it's different. Unless you want to say it's mobile. You live in Mobile?
Do not ever do that again.
Well, what accent do you want me to do? Do you want me to
You
go?
never call. I accidentally said that today. Call.
Why?
Huh?
Today, because of the pep rally, we're on an advisement schedule. And on an advisement schedule, I don't get to eat lunch with Meredith. Because normally I get to eat lunch with Meredith every day. But, you know, she's in CCI, so didn't get to do that.
CCI, that's your computer thing? God.
Hmm?
CCI is the professional. We have, like, knockoff CCI down here. It's called Access. It's horrible.
Oh, yeah. Meredith in CCI, she had, I think, 33 projects due today. Or assignments due today.
That's interesting.
Yeah, she was up till
I had
1 in the
4.
morning last night working on them. She still had 14 to do today.
I had this many to do today.
Wow.
And that felt like a lot, so I cannot imagine the pressure of 40 assignments.
I had a major test in AP World History, and my dad was getting on to me for not studying enough, and then, like, it ended up, there's not much you could have studied for, because that stuff wasn't really on there.
I want to watch The Patriot.
So if I failed, he can't get on to me too much, because, you know, that's not my fault.
We didn't have no tests today.
And then I was in a school yesterday, and I think I had a quiz in forensic science, so I'm going to have to make that up.
Okay.
Hey Moses, what do you think this is going to be?
Some sort of, I don't know, mushrooms?
I think it's gonna, yeah, mushrooms. I didn't think about it until I saw it on the little camera thing. Me?
Yeah.
Do you want to fight?
It's gonna turn into the Kremlin, that's what it's gonna be.
I've never seen the Gremlins movie.
I said the Kremlin.
Okay, but I heard Gremlin and I've never seen that movie.
You've never seen Gremlins?
No.
Okay, by the way, you're on the stream now, so...
Wait, when was I not on the stream?
Well, no, I mean, I put your face.
Oh, my face, you mean? Okay.
Yeah. This thing.
Do you like, what do you do? You like my little pillow that my auntie got me for Halloween? This is Boo.
Mine is better.
I have Marie, so... And I have Grell.
Can't compare.
And I have a giant unicorn. Hold on, let me show you.
Okay, maybe that one's.
Giant unicorn. Cassie, go sit by it.
I have this.
Moses, knives aren't cute. They're kind of just scary.
I don't think they are.
Cassie says, "Why are you a stuffed animal?" Where did my pencil go? No, you're not. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I lost my pencil.
I gotta go for a second. Actually, I'll be back. I swear.
Okay.
I don't know where to look because the camera's over here. The actual window that you guys are in is over here.
Is anyone even watching the stream though?
No. Why would they be?
Oh, I don't know. Occasionally we get a viewer.
I'm so sad. No, I'm not. I saw it coming. I'm like, we're not gonna win this.
Nobody cares.
I care.
Well, that's because you're stupid, so it doesn't matter. I'm just kidding. Please don't hurt me. Ew, what did you...
Gun.
That's disgusting. You are disgusting. I don't like you.
Got a topic.
You got a topic.
I figured out a topic, okay?
And what would this topic be?
Well, it's this funny little idea I've had, relating to the idea that the human body is perfect.
It's not.
It's not, but it's a very interesting, theist argument that I want to talk about, not whether it proves God or not, just the idea that the human body is perfect.
There are so many things wrong with the human body and that can go wrong. There's literally, you cannot prove in any way, shape, or form that the body is perfect. It doesn't even make sense to say that, honestly.
Yeah, no, but what was it? Just because we can walk on our hind legs like we do,
Kangaroos walk on their hind legs.
Yeah, but not the way we do. Listen, it doesn't fit in with my argument, therefore I don't have to acknowledge it, okay?
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm
I
making...
mean, I know, but like, people who are like that just make me so mad.
Well, okay, you want to hear one reason I'm pretty sure the human body is not perfect?
Why?
For about a week now, I've been eating a consistent diet of 2 steaks, 2 servings of mashed potatoes, and just spinach. And yet I'm still 5'7". I should have grown, I should have grown a foot taller from that.
People, Moses, that's not how it works.
That's how it should work.
It takes a lot longer for that to happen.
I've been waiting for it for years. 3 of them.
Moses, you're a boy. Boys tend to take longer to mature like that. Like,
I have a face of a 40-year-old man.
I mean, I'm probably as tall as I'm going to get. So, don't worry, you're still taller than me.
Fair point.
By the way, you were right, they are mushrooms. It's not done, but...
It's the Kremlin. I'm sorry. I led you astray. Yeah, the human body is not perfect because I can't grow right.
I did something so wrong. Like, I don't even know what I did wrong. I did it so wrong. I just, skipped 5 million numbers.
It's a lot of numbers for connect the dots.
I mean, not literally. It was actually more like, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was 7 numbers that I skipped. I don't even know how. Don't question it. Nope, it was actually more than that. It was 9.
There, I'm putting you in the corner.
Fine. I don't even know where I was. I just... Okay.
I'm hoping this actually looks somewhat decent.
Or maybe it didn't skip them. I'm so confused right now. Moses, what did I do? I just like went from 108 to 179 and skipped everything in between 108 to 170. How did I do that? I don't understand.
You might have made an error there.
This doesn't make any sense. And Moses, it doesn't make any sense.
Maybe you should go back and figure out the thing.
I mean, I found where I'm supposed to be now, but like...
Well, then erase everything else and just... I
I
don't
didn't
know.
mess up that badly. I just skipped so many numbers.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, I found my place, so that's good. I found where I'm supposed to be.
It's not rocket surgery or brain science, so...
It's called... Okay, whatever. I'm just... No. Not gonna say anything.
You are done with my bullcrap.
No, it's just brain science is actually a thing, but it's called neuroscience.
No, it's... Well, what about rocket surgery, huh?
Wouldn't that just be like rocket repair?
It's rocket surgery, come on.
You know, like when you have a rocket and you go in to repair it? Wouldn't that just be the equivalent to surgery for a rocket?
Well, there you go. It's not that complex.
I just disproved you.
You're
trying to make no sense, but you made sense anyway, so there.
You just love undermining me. That's how this works.
I don't think that's exactly it, but I do like to prove people wrong. Where they say some stuff. Not all the time.
Hey, has the dress code changed any since I left?
Oh yeah, you don't have to tuck in your shirt anymore, but that's about it.
As soon as I leave. You want to hear the ridiculous dress code here?
Oh yes, definitely.
No black pants, no collared shirts that like you can only have plain collared shirts. Unless they're school themed, of course.
What?
Yeah, no black pants is the one that screws up my plans, because I consistently wear black pants, but whatever.
Why though?
You're not allowed to, like, have earbuds around your neck or anything, which I guess makes sense, but even then they have a ridiculous policy.
Does someone
gloves.
try to like kill someone by like pulling on their earbuds or something?
No, I think it's just so that people don't use their earbuds, because the principal, whose name I care about so much I can't remember it, has the most massive hate boner for earbuds, which is why I wear them anytime he comes to the room.
Do you not get in trouble for it?
No, I just tell him to eat his shit and go away.
Oh wow.
And that's how I got suspended.
Did you really get suspended?
No, I wish. People don't notice me for long enough to, for me to get in trouble.
Well, the thing is, with me and Meredith, like, Meredith will go up and stand right in front of you to get your attention. Okay, so, I went to Japan Fest with Meredith. We were getting keychains, and she was, like, standing in front of the lady, like, waiting for her to come and get the keychain she wanted. She was, like, standing right there in front of her, trying to get her attention. And she just, like, walked around Meredith, and then I just had to look at the lady, and I got her attention. It was so weird.
There's people that talk in the background for like each match, and it's like at the end it showed up like good part.
Guys, we're gonna kill all these guys.
Commentators. Okay, so there's two. This one dude is just standing there like staring at the dude like that. And this dude is like staring at it like going, Australia, you're crocodile, and like yelling at them. Because Canada was like doing something. And the dude is just like,
Did he say Crocodile Dundee? Cassidy, tell Moses. One of the commentators in the World Cup yelled at Australia because they were being beaten by Canada. He was like, "You Australia,
Canada.
shut up, Cassidy,
I know.
Canadian." But anyways, so he yelled at the guy. He's like,
No, he was yelling. They are in the area when they're playing. So he yelled at the video screen. Yeah. Australia, you're crocodile Dundee.
"Okay, bye, Cass."
No, he's just staring off.
Is he Australian or something?
I don't know. So, I don't know.
Okay. So, do you have any more dress code stories from your school?
Basically, what they want you to do is put on AFTCO shorts, a nice polo shirt. Which, have I ever made my opinion on polo shirts clear?
You might have, but I
They
don't.
look stupid.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, they kind of make you look like a douchebag. I mean,
I'm sorry,
anyone.
button-up shirts they look way better.
I like button-ups. They're nice. Polo shirts. If you wear a polo shirt, I automatically.
Yeah, they want you to
assume
wear
you're
AFTCO shorts, which are the gayest khaki shorts you will ever put on. They're made for like people who want to wear polo shirts and go out on boats.
So douchebags.
Yeah, exactly.
Rich white guys.
The snapback visors, which are a thing that I've found out.
Again, rich white guys.
Yeah, no, and loafers. There you go.
Again.
So I
Again.
am the spawn of Satan when I wear a bowler hat, a Hawaiian shirt, black pants, and black loafers, which for some reason black loafers are not a thing that people like.
Why?
I don't know.
What's wrong? I'm so happy I don't live in Alabama.
Oh yeah, some morons at my school made like a video saying a bunch of racist stuff, and we had to have an assembly to address it. And the thing I just felt like shouting out in the middle of the fucking rally, it was like we were just all sitting in the bleachers, and they were saying, you know, it's their freedom of speech, but they shouldn't have said such things, and we'll tell them that it's not wise. And I just thought to myself, racism in the Deep South, I had never fucking imagined. It's almost like there's a Harper Lee book written about it. You know, the Harper Lee book. It stuns me how
Idiotic? Would that be the word? I don't know. People just.
I mean, I guess we needed. I guess, you know, if anywhere needs a reminder, racism is bad. It's here, but the word lost cause seems to float around, and I could have been using that class time to put rusty nails in my fingers or something else. I don't know, just something that's not sitting around listening to a guy tell me racism's bad. Okay.
Oh, really? I thought it was.
I had never imagined. I only came from a majority black school just 3 months ago.
Yep. I mean, I wish you still were here, but I don't think I would have seen you much more anyways, because I doubt we'd have any classes together.
Oh, we wouldn't though. You'd have all the advanced classes and.
Well, I'm in regular geometry.
Well, there you go. We're there.
But yeah, so the thing about that though is it kind of screwed up some stuff for me, so that's gonna suck.
Yeah, you can retake certain courses, like, but do it at the college level, so it's more beneficial anyway.
Well, yeah, but I can't get back into advanced math now. So that's really gonna suck. Because I kind of need that class to get like a really good, if I wanted a really good like science scholarship, because you know math is the language of science. So, but you know, whatever. Not that big of a deal. I'll just have to work extra hard. So much work.
This stream has just become us complaining about shit.
Well, I mean, it's not that big of a deal because it's not like anyone's watching anyways.
Seriously.
Are you saying seriously to agree with me, or like, are you kidding me seriously?
If anyone watched this, I'd be happy. If no one watches it, I'll be happy.
I kind of keep forgetting we're streaming, so you can tell it totally matters.
Yeah, why don't we just start talking about our social security numbers real quick?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's a new segment I came up with.
Let's just give away our whole life story. I mean, why not, right? It's only the internet. I'm still doing these dot to dots, as you can tell.
I got an interesting thing to talk about, I guess. In this game of Team Fortress 2, there are these things called friendlies. They're people who sit around on the server doing nothing and being friendly and giving people sandwiches. And everyone either says, kill the friendlies, you know, look for the friendlies and kill them to make them mad, or leave the friendlies be no matter what and never damage them. My view is, I have strange weapons that count how many kills I have on them, and I'd like to get those higher ranks. So, if I see someone on the enemy team, I'm blowing them away.
No matter what.
I just had to address that because I just did that in the game, and, you know. It's not, I'm not going to actively seek them out, but if I see them, they best get out of the way. Maybe that just demonstrates my personality, but
Perhaps.
I'd be a lovely person if it weren't for my personality.
You know, I think so many more people would hate me if they knew what I actually thought of them.
Are you saying something?
Oh, it's nothing about you, but honestly, if I don't know you, I'm gonna, or like even some of my friends, if they make me mad, I will think some of the meanest things about them.
I don't say anything mean. I think very mean. I think to myself, if only I had a big hook instead of a left hand.
Well, a lot of times, like in the hallways, if someone makes me mad, I'll cuss them out in my head. But, you know, I'm too much of a nice person to actually say anything like that. And also too much of a goody two-shoes.
See, I'm such a nice person that my friend Noah teased me about being a little bitch because I pay $7 every football game we have just to go there and hang out with my girlfriend for like 10 minutes in between the band stuff.
That's sweet.
And yeah, he says, you know, he makes a passing joke at me like that, and I grab him by the throat. You know, just, yeah, friendly stuff. I'm a very friendly fucking guy, aren't I?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, before we became friends, I was like, I wanted to be your friend, but I was scared of you. So...
Why?
Honestly, because I'm scared of everyone I don't know.
Well, it's not a good attitude.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can't really trust anyone if you don't know.
Oh,
I mean,
well,
honestly...
don't get me wrong, I don't trust anyone. Who do you think I am?
I mean, I trust people, but like certain people have a certain extent of trust. And if I don't know you, I'm not really gonna tell you anything about me, so. I mean, there's obvious things that you'll find out about me if you just talk to me once.
Yeah, don't worry. The one person who, I swear, like one person's gonna watch all these and put together a psychological profile on us.
That would be interesting. I
That'd
want
be
to see
interesting.
that. If someone ever watches all of these, you need to do this for us and send it to us. That does sound really interesting, though. Having a psychological profile done.
I don't want a dossier to exist on me,
Yeah, we're getting.
because then that would just mark off another thing I can't do as a career.
It's
Spying. Like, I could be a Soviet spy, even though the Soviets don't really exist. That's not the point.
Can hold it for a while. Been done before.
You just start talking about something and then you're just like, oh, that's not the point.
The Soviets aren't the point, but I could be a spy, because no one seems to notice me, and I can I can blend into a crowd pretty easily.
I mean, I got pretty good at spotting you out. But
Well, I didn't
then
even-
again, I'm your friend, so that doesn't really count.
Well, I mean, if I'm wearing if I'm wearing a wig and I have a different haircut, or if I have dyed my hair and I have a different haircut, and I'm wearing something you've never seen me wear before, like a turtleneck or something, and
I've worn a turtleneck before.
well, something you've never seen me wear. Just if I look totally unfamiliar, I'm not gonna act in a way that would like make you notice me.
That's true, but when you, cause do you remember when you got your hair cut really short and I walked right past you and I didn't recognize you?
Yeah, it took you coming into class, sitting right in front of me.
No, you came up behind me and you were like, what the heck? And I was like, oh, I didn't recognize you. I mean, that's pretty much how I recognize people, is by their hair.
Well, there you go. It's back now.
It's not as long as it was when I met you, though.
It'll be there eventually.
My hair is getting pretty long again. Pretty soon. I think I have I'm guesstimating, and I'm gonna say 3 more inches until it's back to where it was before I cut it all off.
I liked it short, but you know.
I mean, I like it short too, and I'm gonna cut it off again either senior year of high school or senior year of college, and then yeah, because supposedly it makes me look more mature, and you want to look more mature for those job whatevers and stuff, interviews. That's the word. Where's 126? Oh, found it.
There's this. Holy God. Yeah, I'm gonna start talking about video games again.
That's fine.
Because
I
video
mean,
games is my favorite thing. There's this one flamethrower in the game that's a laser flamethrower, and whenever you do too much, whenever you do like a certain amount of damage with it, you get to charge up, become invincible for a couple seconds, and then do like 10 times regular damage with it. With the only drawback being you can't shoot rockets back at people if they shoot them at you. And I've just come up with a new term for this infinitely hateable weapon. I call it the bullshit laser. Because that's what it is. Anyone who knows what the phlogistinator is, the flog. Anyone who knows what that is, you know what I'm talking about. You want to talk about Undertale or something? We can talk about our favorite Undertale OCs and our favorite Sonic OCs and
OCs?
original
Since when
characters.
did you use that term?
Since I started making fun of weird internet people who, oh dear God, okay, of all the different OCs that I found, the creepiest are the Sonic ones, the dumbest ones are the Undertale ones, and the ones that just make me that annoy me are the Ruby ones.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it kind of depends on which ones annoy me. Like, if they try to make them, like, a certain character's, like, child or sister or whatever.
Yeah, no, that, and, like, trying to pretend that they have some sort of relevance to the canon story.
Yeah, that annoys me too.
It just smacks of trying really hard to...
When I make OCs, it has nothing to do with like the main characters, whatever fandom I'm making the OC from. And the majority of the time, I don't even make them for a fandom. I just make it.
I think I had an idea for an OC one time in my head, based on Tom Waits. I mean, he's a musician. You don't know who he is unless you're really depressed. But I like the idea of a croaky, well-dressed dude with an axe who, like, kind of sings about how he's coming to kill you.
That actually sounds really interesting, though.
That was my idea for Ruby OC, and I imagined he would, like, have nothing to do with the actual story, really.
Yeah, I mean, I have a friend who I used to roleplay with. He doesn't talk to me that much anymore, and it was just, like, online. It wasn't anything serious. But we would always do Tokyo Ghoul, and, like, whenever we would make characters, it literally, I mean, we might mention the same things, like, he would have a character that was part of the Doves or whatever, which
I still don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, it's a thing in Tokyo Ghoul. Just know that.
That's all I need to know.
But that was about it. Like, and none of the characters from the show would be in it. It would just be, yeah.
Just got killed by the bullshit laser again.
Oh, fun.
By the way, I've never made an OC. I've never I role-played one time, but that had nothing to do with anime.
I mean, honestly, talking about it tends to embarrass me, but I found that nobody actually cares.
Well, I'm not gonna... You're you, so I'm not gonna hold that against you. But if I found out that any of my friends that I kind of respect role-played, I would question... I'd question some friendships.
Well,
wait a minute, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that I don't respect you.
Yeah,
sorry.
I know.
Let me backpedal a little bit here. Woo. My friends who I find professional, professional, not respectable. Those are two different things. There,
So you're trying to say I'm not professional?
I'm saying you're not professional.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, that's honestly a good thing, because this world is getting way too corporate as it is.
Yeah, my dad keeps telling me, he's like, you guys have to be the generation to fix things, and I'm like, I'm trying, Bob.
Don't worry, the generation after us is gonna fuck it up anyway, so. It's how it is. It's generation to generation of people making, like Roosevelt, you know, FDR. Man, his generation fixed a bunch of stuff, and then the baby boomers ruined everything.
Well, that's what my dad is saying. He's saying we have to be the next great.
Tell your dad that you know, I agree. The baby boomers ruined everything. My great grandparents are the generation before the baby boomers, and they're still alive.
I never knew my great-grandparents. They all died before I was born.
I think
well, except for my step-great-grandma, and I haven't seen her since I was a kid, so...
I think my great-grandparents are immortal, like, Fantastic Four radiation people who can live forever. They're not human.
How old are they?
Well, my grandfather is older than Elvis would be. My great-grandfather. That's the main thing I know. I don't actually know his real... He was old enough to legally fight in World War II.
Wow. You know, if I was alive and lived in Europe during World War II, I would have been killed.
Really?
I'm pretty sure I've already told you that, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Because I am 1/4 Jewish by blood.
I am a human mutt. I'm made of, like... I mean... Yeah, I don't know what the hell... I'm, like, Native American and Welsh and... Dutch. What was the other... and I'm also, like, I'm also pretty sure I'm, like, a 16th incest. Or inbreeding. Yeah, just I'm a product of incest and inbreeding as well. Yay. Actually,
I feel bad making an Alabama joke, but you are from Alabama.
You want to hear something funny I heard at the family reunion?
What?
One of my aunts, like one of the people, well, someone distantly related to me. Don't remember even. I don't think I remember their name. Is okay. Her and another one of my distant aunts is their fathers were brothers, and their fathers were their third cousins. You feel that? You feel that uncomfortableness? You don't have to. You don't come from that. You don't have to deal with any of that.
Look, I drew a fan.
Why did you draw? What is that actually a fan? Oh, it is. It's the fan from Five Nights at Oh dear God! If we're talking about stupid OCs, Five Nights at Freddy's. That's a good place to start.
Those ones. Oh my God! I can't.
I regret being part of... I was part of 2 major gatherings of things that became inexplicably popular, because I can talk today. Minecraft. I jumped on that bandwagon back in, like, 2010.
I was such a noob, but I loved Minecraft.
I was a pro, and I know everything up until, like... I stopped playing around the time they added horses.
Oh, the horses are so much fun to play with, but once you get off of them, if you don't make like a stable for them or something, they just run away.
Yeah, I know. Well,
It's so weird.
I remember back when Minecraft, you remember the old... Have you ever heard of the old cobblestone?
No.
Cobblestone had a very different... You know how mossy cobblestone looks?
Yeah.
Regular cobblestone looked like that without the green stuff. It's slightly different. I remember how much better that looked and how the old... I'm a veteran, but in Five Nights at Freddy's was the other thing. Because I remember before Mark made his big video that advertised the game, his friend Yami Mash actually made a video. Which is how the whole thing got started.
Oh, I think... I don't remember how I heard about Five Nights at Freddy's. I was into it for a while, and I actually would play it at church with my friend.
You know what? I'm not even gonna criticize you because, from my perspective, that's a better use of your time.
And honestly, it was so weird because we'd be sitting there with like 5 minutes left before church started, and we'd just be like screaming because we would be having jump scares and stuff. I don't even go to church anymore. I don't even really identify as Christian anymore.
That's fine.
I'm just like, I believe in a God and I believe in a afterlife, and that's about it. Because, you can't know if there truly is a God and if it's one specific God and
if I'm believing in... See, the idea that God is this all-powerful great dude, you know, it's good up until a point, but you gotta make some pretty messed up excuses as to why God decided to run over Timmy with the combine harvester.
Well, and the thing about what I believe is, I don't exactly... Like, I believe something had to start the creation of everything, whether it just be like a little nudge, because I do believe in evolution and I do believe in stuff like that because I do aspire to be a scientist. So I believe in scientific proof, but I don't understand how something could just spontaneously start like it did. I feel like something had to have like how did space come to be?
Where did God come from?
I don't know. But where did space come to be? How do you
I don't
explain
know.
that?
Which
So,
is harder
I
to
mean-
believe? A conscious being that has just always been there, apparently, or some gas?
Well, and who
Some
knows?
gas
This
explodes.
conscious being could not even exist anymore. It could have just gone away once it started everything else, or whatever. But I do believe in something that started everything.
That's fine. I just have no reason to. I have no reason to care or anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't come into my little bubble. So.
Philosophical moments.
Oh
with
my
me.
God! Please keep your philosophy out of my.
Well, I mean that's kind of what
No,
we're talking
it's
about
okay.
right now.
I'm fine with people's. I just get an earful about philosophy too much now on a daily basis.
Well, I said something. I do have philosophies, but I forgot what they are, to be honest.
Oh, well, I mean, philosophy encompasses a lot of stuff. Mainly just views on life, I guess. And existence. And, you can have philosophies on different things. Philosophies can kind of manifest as rules.
Well,
you
that
take
was
to
my
live life.
philosophy on religion right there.
Well, there you go. Kids, take notes.
But yeah, I do believe in scientific proof. I do need proof, but honestly, we can't exactly say how everything started because we weren't there. Humans have literally been on Earth, which wasn't even one of the first things to be made in space.
It wasn't
Humans
even...
have been here for literally a blip in the time.
Yes, I watched Cosmos with Neil deGrasse Tyson too. I also watched that.
It's true, and aliens, they could have come here before and been like, oh, there's nothing here, and then
Well, they
humans...
did. There was Xenu, and
What?
do you know where I'm going with this?
No.
Well, you see, L. Ron Hubbard
Oh no.
created the Scientologists. I can't say it with a straight face.
The Scientologist. I don't know much about that, but don't get me started on it.
I love Scientology as a thing because it's just a straight-faced scam. Like, everyone knows it, and they're not doing a good job at hiding it, but they somehow rake in so much dough off idiots. I wish I could make that much cash off people.
There was this place. It was in California. I don't remember what it was called, but basically this guy, he started, I don't know if it would be classified as a religion or what, but he started this whole thing, and he ended up, have you ever heard when people say about, I think it's Democrats, oh, they drank the Kool-Aid?
Oh, the Jonestown cult, yeah.
That actually comes from the thing I'm talking about right now, where this guy, so basically it started this whole, cult.
The Jonestown cult, yeah, no, they poisoned I remember that, it's a mass suicide, everyone...
But it wasn't exactly a suicide. It was a forced suicide, because he literally, if they didn't drink it, they were going to shoot them. So it didn't matter if they drank it or not. They had a bunch of guys standing there with guns.
At least it didn't end up like Waco, huh? At least it wasn't the government killing people.
But still, it was horrible. They had babies that they made drink it.
Yeah. I've given up the outrage machine. Outrage doesn't get me anymore.
But just the fact that people can be so crazy and end up in so much power that they can cause something like that is just crazy to me. You know?
I know. I've read the news before. The world sucks.
Yeah. Sometimes I just want to be a star and get away from Earth
Sometimes I
and
just want
crazy
to.
people.
Well, I mean, if there was a firm goal that I could put myself to realistically, honestly, I kind of want to end the world. I want to destroy the Earth. It's just a little side project I've been trying to do, but I occasionally go out and
Just wait until I become a chemist and get a Nobel Prize, and then do whatever you want. Okay?
That's fine.
Just let me do that.
Hey, if you make some sort of breakthrough scientifically that can allow me to destroy the entire world, then
Yes. I'll just do that.
I'm not gonna do it. You know, most people say, "Well, we're gonna destroy all this and rebuild a new perfect society." No. Just none of it.
Just destroy humans in general. Humans just need to be redone. And
someone's gonna say it like
entirely.
if anyone watches this, they're gonna say in the comments, "This isn't original. Everyone has said this before."
Fight me.
I don't think anyone has actually suggested just like being a supervillain and ending the world.
Yeah. I mean,
I know the Republicans do it indirectly, but
you know, maybe we should just dig everybody an individual hole and just have everybody sit in this little hole. And then we can just everybody just sit in their hole.
well, no,
and just...
we all stand in a big line and agree to cap the person on the right on an agreed signal.
Donald Trump, seriously, and people like him, they literally just need a hole with like a toilet and some picture books, and that's it.
Listen, the big business oppressing us, at least it's not the government. Listen, big business and people with a lot of money can oppress us all they want because they're not the government, okay? It's different.
Are you sure?
I know, it's the stupidest attitude. Like, people talk about government oppression, and then they, talk about the free market, companies being able to do whatever they want. There's no consistency. It's just rich people manipulating you to think in their interests instead of your own.
I can't. I'm just... People, I just... Can you tell my frustration by people?
And you know what? I'm not excluding myself. I am a terrible person.
Well, I think everyone is in their own way. It depends on who you ask. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of people out there who would be like, oh yeah, Maisie, she sucks.
Well, I think we know the name of one of them.
Which one? I think there's multiple.
Olivia.
I don't even know what the deal with her is. Like, what happened?
I don't...
What the heck?
She started hanging... Oh, I know exactly what happened. She started
What?
hanging around people like John Danny.
Oh,
Do you know about that saga? Did I tell you
No.
about that?
is he the same John that...
Yeah,
That-
he's that John.
So what else happened with him? Because he called it a saga, so I'm guessing there's more.
He was Elijah's friend. That's like the first reason I knew him. But
Oh, is Elijah an anime club? Because I just joined that.
I think he is. And I haven't talked to him. He was back when I knew him. But, no, but John was just a total amoral dick. Who got I don't even know how he got as much influence as he did, but he had like a big, he had a big friend group. And, he manipulated people, and you know about that. I'm not talking about that on stream right now, because I enjoyed being in a slightly good mood today, but, anyway, but yeah, Olivia started hanging out with him early in the year. All those people, I think that's like the stuff that caused her to be that way. Because, if I can think of the biggest dirtbag in the school at the time, it was him. And again, this has just become me and you bitching at people, the show.
Wait, okay, I have a question, because I was never completely sure on who this guy was. Is he the guy that has like the weird, I think it's a leather jacket with like the patches on it, and his face is just like super ugly?
I don't think so. Was he short?
No.
Okay, no, John was a short, not scrawny, but just kind of eh. He wore a blue hoodie that I swear to God, he never took this hoodie off. He wore the same hoodie every day.
I can't think of anybody. But you remember Zach from our literature class last year?
Right.
He is now dating her.
Oh. Holy shit, that was him!
What?
No, she sent me a picture of him the other day.
Why?
We were just talking about stuff. That's not important. But no, that's how I recognized him. Okay, yeah, I remember. Okay, I'm cool with that, I guess.
I always wanted to be his friend, but I was too shy to talk to him.
He approached me once because he recognized my shirt. So
He said, I wear a Soul Eater shirt. I wore it solely to get his attention because he'd worn a Soul Eater shirt the same week.
not a bad idea.
So I wore the Soul Eater shirt, and he was like, oh, I like your shirt. I was like, hey, thanks. He never talked to me again after that, but whatever.
Well, hey, we can send him this, and he'll definitely never talk to you again.
Oh, yeah. How long has this been going on anyways?
It's like an hour or something. I don't keep track of it. Yeah, however long this call's been going on. About that long.
So, since about 10:40. I remember, I just realized, it was, that's not what I meant to do. It was 11 earlier, and all of a sudden it's 12. I just realized that.
Yeah. Well, guess we're just doing a late night stream again. Like
I was originally gonna actually try to call Molly. You remember Molly, my friend?
I remember
Who lives in
Molly.
Indiana. Yeah. So I was originally gonna call her. I was like, hey, can I call you on Messenger? She never answered me, so I was just like, whatever.
So I was your second choice to call.
Well, then you asked me if you wanted to, if I wanted to stream, and I was like, you know, I'm bored. I felt like calling someone, so yeah, sure, let's do this.
Well, not a good coincidence.
Got pretty lucky.
It's a weird thing. You and Keelan and Mason have a weird habit of messaging me at the same time.
You messaged me.
Well, no, I mean like when you reply.
When we reply? Oh.
Well, I messaged you like 30 minutes before you replied.
Oh yeah, that's because I was watching a movie with my dad, and then I ended up answering someone else because like someone else tried to text me. I took a long time. It was Molly.
It's fine. It's okay. I just find that interesting that you guys like all somehow end up messaging me back at the same time.
Maybe we're all secretly the same person.
That would be horrifying.
That would be. I don't want to be the same person as Keelan. I'm sorry, Keelan, but like, no.
Keelan's not gonna watch this.
That's true, but I mean, if he ever joins the stream again, he might get interested and watch it.
He never joined the stream.
I didn't mean to say again. Okay,
It's okay. It's all right. Everything's good.
Yeah. So, I don't know if you remember, but last year Meredith started making fun of my pinkies because I have really small pinkies. And so I told my family about it, and now my whole family makes fun of me for it. Because my pinkies aren't even that small.
Hey, do you know the thing about this?
About what?
About your ring finger and your index finger?
No.
People with more
I have seen, it's like palm reading or something, right?
No. People with who have more testosterone have longer ring fingers than index fingers.
You don't have that much.
I have a longer index finger.
Wait, say it again.
People with a longer ring finger than index finger have more testosterone. Women tend to have it even, and my index finger is longer than my ring finger.
Well, on one of my hands, my ring finger is longer, and on the other, the index finger is longer.
Interesting.
See, look.
That's kind of strange, but yeah, mine. I have a longer index finger than ring finger, and my girlfriends are even.
Mine are all screwed up. My sister has longer pinkies than me. This is unfair. They're
It's the
not
most
that
useless
small.
finger on your hand.
But I'm okay. So I went to this thing on biotechnology at Georgia Tech, which is my primary school that I want to go to. And we went to a seminar on biomaterials, and they talked about how that's used for like skin grafts and stuff. Near the end of it, my dad was like, "Why don't you go up there and ask him if he can bioengineer some normal sized pinkies?"
That's just mean.
He's so mean. But then it's okay. So this is really cool. They take, I think it's Harvard that has been doing this, but other people have been doing it too. They take plastic and they grow like heart cells on it.
Right.
And then they take a flashing light and they lead it around by that, and it's basically an artificial organism. They did it with jellyfish, and they're trying to make a stingray out of it. It's so cool.
If only stem cell research were a thing.
What?
Do you remember the whole thing with stem cell research?
No, I pay attention to some things and not to others.
Do you know what stem cells are?
I've heard of them. I do know what they are, but I forgot.
They're cells that aren't formatted for any type of tissue yet.
Yeah.
So they can like turn from skin or organ tissue. It doesn't matter. There's going to be a bunch of research done on those, but unfortunately, the moral crusaders and the government had to make a big hoopla over the fact that they were taken from abortions, because where the hell else are you going to get the damn things? And of course, because it's murder and everything. Even though
Did I tell you about? Okay, did I tell you about how last spring break I went to Tennessee with my youth group?
No.
And we stayed on. Okay, so I did that. We stayed on a college for.
Are you trying to make this less controversial?
No, I'm actually talking about something very controversial.
Oh, okay.
So basically,
that's all I need.
we were walking around the college, like just walking around. It was really rainy, so we were heading back. And while we're heading back to where we were staying, because my church is Methodist. I don't really go there anymore, so. But anyways, so that church is Methodist. So we were staying at the Wesleyan place there, and so we were walking back to the place. I have another story with that whole thing. That's kind of ew. But anyways, so we're walking there, and these people are setting up this thing against abortion. And we at the time we were talking about like different social standings and stuff. And like how other people see the world and stuff. And so, we stopped and we were listening, and I just got so mad about this because they were saying that it was murder and stuff, and I was like,
Well,
first
so
of all,
you don't believe it's murder?
no, I don't.
Okay, well, see, I don't care if it is or not.
I just remembered you didn't hear my rant last year while walking around the track on this whole pro-choice, pro-life thing. I am like ultra pro-choice.
I actually do remember you giving me an earful about it, which I get it. I'm for abortion too. I don't care if it's murder or not, because I'm cool with murder, honestly.
It's not murder. It's not technically alive until it's
that's
coming
fine.
out of the womb.
Listen, this is the stance that I take. If it's murder, fuck it. Maybe we need a good murder every now and again.
Please, just let me get my point across, because I just learned about this in psychology. First of all, they don't do it after it's become a fetus, I don't think. Once it's become a fetus, they don't do the abortion unless it's like a medical emergency. So, and even then, it's more like a C-section than abortion. Because with abortion, they basically take a vacuum type thing, and they stick it in there, and they suck out the whole package. So, they had a pamphlet for it, and in the pamphlet they had like pictures of the dead babies, and they were all cut up. But that only happens because when they cut up the little sack that they're in, to make sure that they got everything, sometimes it cuts the dead zygote.
Right.
It's not even a baby yet.
Yeah.
And you're gonna tell me it's murder? So anyways, that happens.
That makes sense.
But we were standing in a line talking to them, and the lady, she had like the basket of the pamphlets, and she tried to give me one, and I was just like, no thanks. I was so mad, and like I even almost started crying because I got so mad once we got back and started talking about it, because I was just like, I was not okay with it. And then also, I talked to my mom about it when we got home, and over the phone too. But anyways, it's actually illegal to put pictures like that in those kind of things.
Oh yeah. It's propaganda techniques that are technically outlawed.
And also, I have a point. It's this thing that my mom told me to ask anyone who ever tells me that they're pro-life. So, I'm going to ask it to you just to show it to you. So anyways, let's say you're in a... I don't remember what it's called. Anyway, so they have like the sperm donors and stuff or whatever.
Right.
So basically, or egg donors or whatever, that too. You're in one of those places. This building is on fire and you hear crying, and you go into this room. You see a bucket full of like 5,000 eggs whatever, and a 5-year-old kid sitting in the corner crying. Which do you pick to save? You can only save one. That or all 3 of you die. Which one do you pick?
Well, I mean...
Obviously the 5-year-old, right?
Okay,
the bucket...
No, let's assume I'm not a psychopath for a second. Yes, the 5-year-old child.
But, like, this shouldn't even be a thing. Of course it's a 5-year-old child.
Yes, I get it. I understand.
But I don't know. The fact that someone would say the bucket to me, that just... It makes me so mad. It's a 5-year-old kid. This kid has already started life. This kid is already technically actually alive. And this bucket of 5,000 lives aren't. And also, I should probably stop talking about this. I feel like you're getting
okay. I am getting ready to rev up my more controversial view on it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to keep talking then.
Okay.
So first of all, there's that whole thing. Then, what about women who are raped? You don't want to have that baby, and if you do have that baby, you're most likely just going to give it up for adoption, right?
Right, yeah.
Well, there's so many kids in the adoption system and just running around on the streets because of stuff like that. And then they don't even want to do, like, welfare or whatever to support these moms who, because some moms, they can't afford to have a baby. Or moms, people who got abortions, they can't afford to have a baby.
I live in the state where most of them live, too, so...
Exactly, and so those women need that abortion. Because otherwise, that kid's going to end up on the streets, because now the government doesn't want to pay for welfare to support these moms and their children. And then there's also women who they know that their baby is going to end up dying anyways, or going to have some horrible crippling disease, and they don't want their child to have to go through that. So they get an abortion for that. I mean, would you want to have a kid anyways, knowing it's just gonna die as soon as it's born?
Again, I don't want to spout my controversial views, so I'm just...
And also, when a baby dies inside of the woman, like a miscarriage, it's still an abortion when they get that dead baby, the baby that's already dead. When they get that removed, it's still considered an abortion.
Oh, yeah. I read an article. Some woman got arrested in the Middle East for having a miscarriage.
I know, and that doesn't make any sense either, but, you know...
Well, don't worry. Those countries are ruled by desert books, so, you know.
Yeah. But anyways, so back to my point. I forgot where I was, though.
Something about the
miscarriage. So miscarriage. That's... If that baby stays in the woman, they'll become septic and the women will die.
Right.
So it doesn't make any. It literally does not make any sense to be pro-life, in my opinion.
Hey, there we go. See, okay, let me get my thesis. I am quite anti-life, as it were. If it's murder, if it's not murder, okay, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with abortion. If it's murder, every once in a while, we just need a good murder, you know? And yeah, and the thing you were saying about you know, if you had a child and you knew it was gonna die, but you still like I don't think there needs to be any more children. I nearly
Exactly. There's already too many people.
I was
on
practicing. If I'm going to raise a child, which I would rather hug the venomous quills of the porcid tarantula hybrid. Yeah, if I was gonna raise a child, I would adopt. But I don't get it. Also, I've been practicing driving recently, and I have nearly hit 2 kids.
Oh, this is off topic, but do you like this?
Yeah, I actually do. I kind of want that on my ball now.
I got it. I don't remember how much it was. I got it at BAM. But, oh, I was going to show you my bookshelf earlier. I forgot about that. So, this is my bookshelf currently.
Nice. My bookshelf. I have a full bookshelf for a start, so I had to start a new one.
I need a bigger bookshelf because I have overflowing manga. My pile of books I need to read is actually in my closet. Let me show you. This is my pile of books to read.
Where'd you get that bookshelf?
The bookshelf I have, I got it at Walmart.
Okay. You want to hear a story about my old furniture from before I moved?
Sure.
I had to destroy every bit of it before I moved because I couldn't actually get it to move in truck in one piece. I had some crappy IKEA furniture, and it was so horrible. My bookshelf collapsed when I was trying to take it down the stairs. My computer desk was too heavy to lift, and it just was falling apart. So I went upstairs with a sledgehammer and broke all of my IKEA furniture. I hate, what is it? Particle board. That's what the stuff's called. That makes those cheap furniture, that stuff. Particle board. It is the worst stuff on earth because it's super heavy, and it crumbles if you hit it too hard. And it just isn't good. It's whatever happened to making things out of wood.
Who knows? I mean, my chair is made out of wood.
Really?
Yes.
My chair. I actually kept my scrolling chair that I used to have. You remember? This was the classic chair.
Oh, really? See, my chair is actual wood.
Nice. So that's a chair. I've seen a chair before. That is a chair.
And then I have my bungee chair, which is metal and bungee and fabric. It might not even be real metal for all I know.
Well, just try breaking it. You'll know.
Well, and metal, pure metal, it actually is too malleable to be used for stuff like that.
Well, you usually have to use some sort of alloy.
Yeah. You have to mix them. You can't just...
Well, right. Like, you ever heard of tungsten?
Yeah.
It's a ridiculously hard metal, but it's so hard that it's very brittle.
Yeah.
Like, my friend had a ring made of tungsten, and he gave a guy a high five too hard, and it broke. Which
Wow.
I just find that really interesting. That I didn't even know that could happen.
I love chemistry so much. It's my favorite subject.
Really?
Yeah.
And you didn't know that, for a minute there, you didn't know that Boyle invented chemistry. Or he,
Okay, listen, I'm not good with that kind of stuff.
You're good with the actual mechanics, not the history.
I'm very good at the formulas and naming.
See, I'm a
and
historian, so when it comes to
As
the
you were like
sciences, though,
polar opposite. We are definitely polar opposites.
although when it comes to the sciences, I definitely prefer astrophysics.
That sounds really complicated.
It's really not. Like, did you know? Okay, do you know what the main forces are?
The what?
The Okay, let me go
Wait,
get
just say it again. I didn't hear
the,
you
the,
right.
the physical forces of the universe.
No. Explain. Elaborate.
Well, there's the strong force. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna end the broadcast because the broadcast has been going on for too long. Yeah. Hell's my export tab? There it is. Yeah. See you later, idiots.
Whoever